Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
We begin tonight with breaking news. 4 men are now charged with murder for their alleged part in a deadly assault outside Rick's Bar last weekend. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. Stephanie has the evening off. Jason Owen, Scott Moan, Jesse Olson, and Nicholas Morris, all charged with murder and conspiracy to commit aggravated assault. The 4 are being held in the Cass County Jail tonight. Bail has been set for each at $1 million cash. The charges come after 35-year-old Joey Garsland passed away early this morning. Valley News Team's Ashley Bishop spoke with Garsland's employer, and he, along with the community, react to the news of his death.
Roger and his employees at Morris Painting and Decorating were shocked and saddened to hear that their co-worker died.
I can't say anything bad about him because I never seen that side of him,
35-year-old Joey Garsland only worked at Morris Painting for 1 month, but his boss said he was a good worker and everybody liked him.
No, but good employees are hard to find. Just like any, they're hard to find, and we thought we had a keeper, but kind of a sad deal.
Roger is sad with the sudden death of his employee, but angry that someone is making light of this situation by sending their company a disrespectful email.
For me to send 4 thugs over, they want to know what it would cost to kick a guy's face in. I thought that was really sickening, people didn't work for me. We got the bad end of this, he's the one, Joe that worked for me is the one that got hurt,
Other people in the community are also sad to hear about the Garsland's death. Barb Mason has never met the Garsland family, but decided to donate a burial plot to the family.
I had to do something that I felt was right, being the other plot wasn't being used.
Barb lost her 29-year-old son just 2 years ago and still owes on her son's funeral. She just wants to help the Garsland family with the cost during this tough time.
Because hopefully they will have closure. It will be someplace where they can go visit him.
Barb says losing her son was a hard thing and hopes other people will consider donating as well. In Fargo, Ashley Bishop, Valley News Live.
There is a GoFundMe page set up for Joe Garsland and his family. You can find the link by clicking on this story on valleynewslive.com. Let's turn our attention now to the weather, which is off to a great start for the extended holiday weekend. Hutch joins us now with a look at tonight's forecast. Hutch?
Get out and enjoy tonight. We're going to see some pleasant weather this weekend, but also we'll talk about a chance of some rain a little bit later. Not tonight, though. No rain showers here in the Southern Valley. 75 in Fargo, 77 Grand Forks. A sprinkle or two along the international border is possible, but it'll be brief. Once we hit sunset, those should dissipate as well. Temperatures in the 70s through sunset, then we'll fall back into the 60s. Light winds and absolutely perfect. Now, that rain, well, there'll be a chance of some soggy conditions for some this weekend. I'll have details on when that comes and where the best chance of the rain will be here in just a few moments, Mike.
Keep us posted. Thanks, Hutch. We all knew that it was just a matter of time before the bugs would start coming out. Mosquito control in Cass County is Vector Control's responsibility, and crews are working overtime. Valley News Team's Bradford Eric is buzzing in one North Moorhead neighborhood where crews are working overtime. Bradford?
Mike, this area was ground zero for Vector Control for their attack today. Their goal, kill as many of the larvae as possible while they're still in the water. Crews were doing skeeter surveillance and then hitting them with the kill shot. They sprayed areas of standing water with equipment mounted to the back of an ATV. One vial with a few scoops of water in it showed dozens of larvae swimming around. Besides being pesky, these buggers are a safety issue, and that's why Vector Control was out in full force.
There are many diseases that mosquitoes can carry. Fortunately, we don't have to worry about too many of them in this area, mainly due to our short season and the type of climate that we have. West Nile virus is obviously the big one.
As I said, this field here was where we were taking samples today. If you look at it, it looks like any normal, average, dry field. You take a few steps, however, I don't know if you can see that, but there's actually quite a bit of water, and it's pretty spongy here on the ground. Vector Control says this weekend is actually a great time for homeowners to get out and check their own yards for any standing water. Reporting live in North Moorhead, Bradford Eric, Valley News Live.
Thanks, Bradford. Vector Control says the chemicals they use pose no threat to dogs or kids. It's mostly just bacteria that eat the larvae. The West Fargo Fire Department is looking to replace its search and rescue boat with a new, safer one. Chief Dan Fuller says that what they have now is a late 70s model aluminum flat-bottom boat that tips over very easily. And he says repairs to the outboard engine are becoming too costly. Chief Fuller explains the water rescue equipment is a vital part of its operation, and he'd rather have it and not need it than waste time for it to come from somewhere else. Meanwhile, a Crookston woman is in a Minneapolis hospital suffering from severe burns. This following a fire at her home yesterday afternoon. Police have not released the name of the woman, who lived in a rental home with her son and family. She was alone at the time of the fire. A neighbor said that they found the woman standing on the street of a burning bag on the lawn. He said that on the back of her head was burned so that they could see the scalp and the skin so bad that her skull was exposed. The incident remains under investigation. Police are not releasing any further information at this particular time. Are you planning to head to Lake Ida Apple Farm this summer? With the cold temperatures last week, you might have some troubles. Valley News Team's farm director and meteorologist Mick Kerr explains why.
In southwestern Becker County, Minnesota, the early spring brought the return of life, beauty, food production, and the hopes of a better year for the apple crop here at Lake Ida Apple Farm.
The trees were basically barren last year. We had very few apples.
But then the big freeze came.
28.4, and it just formed ice all over the orchard. The grass was white everywhere.
How did the freeze affect the apple blossoms?
Oh, definitely will do a major amount of damage to them, for sure. They're not designed for taking cold weather. You'd see a lot of damage in parts of the flower. You get the brown petals on them. Around the edges here, you can see that frozen. Time will tell whether the entire flower has been destroyed or not.
The freeze was also tough on the bees.
The temperature dropped like a rock, and a lot of the bees actually stayed on the flowers. And the next morning, they didn't survive. They were dead. They were laying there, around the whole orchard. You could see a lot of bees on the flowers. Well, it looks like about 20% of the buds probably weren't open. So those will be opening now, and the bees are out working. Hopefully those apples will, develop properly. When the flowers are tight, usually the cold doesn't bother them near as much as when they're opened up. The stamens aren't frozen. They'll get pollinated. So if we get a 20% production on all the flowers that we have out here in the orchard, that'll be a lot of apples, because this is one of the best flowering years we've had in a long time. The trees are just white.
If you would like to pay a visit to the Lake Ida Apple Farm, they're open 7 days a week from 9 in the morning until 7 at night. It was a beautiful day for food, cars, and art at Fargo South. It was also a beautiful day for students to show off the projects that they've been working on during the school year. The show included over 50 vehicles of students, staff, and local businesses. You could see most anything from classics, collectibles, and tuners.
These are mainly students and teachers, cars, faculty, and staff, but we allow anybody from the community to enter, and then anybody can show up and just walk around and get some good food and hang out for the day.
Costs $5 to have a vehicle displayed. The proceeds from that event go to the auto shop's future expenses, but if the cars don't rev your engines, ceramics, collages, and colorful paintings were displayed inside the school. Oliver the dog may have been found. The Pomeranian Chihuahua mix ran off over a rollover crash near Castleton. This happened about a year and a half ago. Well, a dog who looks similar to Oliver was found a couple of weeks ago and wound up at the Homeward Animal Shelter in Fargo. Shelter manager Heather Clyde says that 2 daughters of owner John Kellums drove to Fargo this week and took the dog back to Montana. Now, they're not positive it is Oliver, but they believe it could be him. Clyde says that Kellum may have a DNA test done to determine if it is his long-lost dog. Efforts to reforest the Red River are getting a major shot in the arm. This time, the focus for river keepers has shifted to Moorhead. That's where 100 students from Moorhead's Horizon Middle School put on the gloves, planting trees and shrubs along Rivershore Drive. That's an area where there have been a lot of buyouts to get flood-prone homes out of the way. The wet weather has slowed the tree planting process, but the young people turned out in full force today to keep the project moving. The goal of Riverkeepers is to get 3,500 trees planted along the Red, and they could use some more help. 2 more big plantings are scheduled for early next month. One is in June 4th, the other will be June 5th. Go to Riverkeepers' website and give them a call for more information. Later on Valley News Live at 6, a resort in the area is celebrating 100 years of business.
It's a beautiful Friday night, and the weekend is not going to be a total wash. I'll have your rain outlook for the holiday coming up right after this.
You're watching Valley News